Hello,
Sorry, I was
welcome.
having technical difficulties on this end, and I'm sorry. I'm here now.
Welcome and good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
I know how you're such an early riser, and so how this is absolutely no problem for you.
I was awake and ready to go. You talked to me, but
Listen, all I know is that we had like 3 or 4 people on live before you came, and now it's just like exploded. The superstar that you are, which is awesome. But listen, um, the reason we have you here today is because we're announcing that tomorrow, the show that you came um, on our on our lovely cooking show out in the open, releases tomorrow, and we're very, very excited. We learn a whole bunch of crazy things about you, and we cooked. So thank you for not only, being a guest, but being such a fun guest. Can you please tell us a little bit about your experience and how it was for you?
I had a great time. Honestly, just being out there in the wild and in the, not the wild, but outdoors in the beautiful place that we were, that in itself was absolutely amazing. And then you were like, let's cook Hakka. And I was like, that's my favorite foods. This is like meant to be. And I do cook, like you know this. I cook. I like cooking.
Yes.
So I felt like I was kind of like in my home territory. So it felt really nice. It was really nice.
Nice, man. I mean, we made chicken Manchurian together. And are we able to get Ali Kazmi? Yes, everybody. The Ali Kazmi is standing by. Are you able to ask him, or how do I do this?
Yeah, I think he's watching. How do we add him to this?
I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Ali, send a message so I can click on your name. Hey, Ollie. Ollie. Send a message if you can see this. Hey, tell us about that outfit that you wore on the show.
So as we are aware, I go through multiple phases. No, I'm kidding. As you
It's
are
so funny. So funny.
inspired by
Okay. Well,
a bit of a rock star, my electric guitar right there. So I was
oh,
like,
here it is.
Roop bhai bhi rock star hai, main bhi thodi bahut rock star, and let me wear like a full leather outfit. And that's how I showed up. I was wearing a leather shirt and leather pants and leather shoes. It was a lot of leather going on. Oh, hello.
Oh
Hello,
my God.
hello.
Ali Kazmi, do you wake up like this?
I actually do wake up like this because I just woke up a little while ago. I was helping the boys. This is daddy director mode, man.
Wow. You're looking great. I've got you and our what did we call her? She basically did everything on set, and we'll discuss a couple of those things.
I call it the Swiss Army knife.
That's
Yes, but I do want to, before we get into this, I want to tell everybody watching that Ali Kazmi was the director of Out in the Open, season 1. Inshallah, season 2, 3, 4, 5, and on and on and on.
Inshallah.
However, Aniqa did send me a message the other day saying, hey, would it be okay if I directed the next season? We could discuss that on the side. Lekin, Ali, please tell us, before I get back into the question with Aniqa, how was
Yeah.
it directing the show, your first outdoor cooking show?
It was absolutely terrible.
Okay.
No, it was genuinely a very smooth process. बहुत मजा आया. From start to finish. I remember it started with one conversation between Roop and myself um, a month before, or actually 2 months before the show, and it went from there. And I think the show is genuinely as good as the team, and I think the team that we had was really remarkable. It was great from Rakshan being our cinematographer and doing the edit for us, and then Osama being our second cam, and from our drone operator to the awesome Swiss Army knife, Aniqa Zulfikar, from the my host with the most, who was so chill, and who I didn't have to direct at all, Mr. Roop Meghon.
Thank
And
you.
to all the amazing guests that came on and were so seamless and were like went with it, because sometimes the outdoor ka jo masla hota hai is the weather and things like that, and I think everybody just rolled with the punches. And yeah, I love the experience, and I hope that we get to do it again.
Aniqa, can you please tell us a little bit about how you ended up rolling kofte with Mendi ke haath by the lake in a long overcoat and baggy pants? Explain to us how this happened.
Honestly, I feel like that sums up my personality perfectly.
Right?
Right?
That is Pakistan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like wearing all of my patterns and this and that, and mere bajan and I had like mehndi on my hands, pure bridal mehndi ki bhi thi, and like Rihanna wale lambe nails with it, and they're like, okay, kofte. What happened? I'm gonna expose you really quickly. Is that Roop Saab here was like, you know what? I'm the host of the show. I'm doing this. Let me roll the kofte, and he did his best. And let's just say they didn't look like kofte. So I was like, let I was like, let me put some oil on my hands, and I rolled them, and I was like, they can't aise karte. And then that was that.
Well,
that's what you literally call a baller.
Baller.
Baller. Hi everybody. Hi Shams Rizvi. Hi Sayyida Fatima. Gabe's here. There's like so many. It's great, man. Hey everybody. Kya haal hai? Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Gabe is also going to be going on an Insta Live with us when his show is going to be released, which is going to be coming out very soon. I should let everyone know that our show Out in the Open gets released 2 episodes at a time every Friday for the next 4 weeks. And our very first 2 shows are with Ali and with Aniqa. 2 shows that I am very personally attached to because of obviously our relationships. But I would have never thought that we would end up sitting on logs by a fire by the most beautiful lake in the world, cooking together. And we learned a few, dirty little secrets about both of you guys during the show. So I can't wait to share those.
Ek maze ki baat hai. You know how many people have oh hi Sasha, how you doing buddy? Maze ki baat ye hai, which I loved, was a lot of people have actually asked. It's nice because I think the show is coming out now, and I think there's, unfortunately, it's the second lockdown, and at least in here and in most parts of the world, so many people have asked me about that cottage, man. It's like, where is this cottage? How can we get there? Like, what's this?
Just zip it. That's our secret location. Okay, nobody needs to know.
It was so beautiful out there. I was like, and you're so right when you say it went seamlessly, because it was just filming, and then we're chilling, and then filming, and then chilling, and then it just felt like chilling with friends.
I do want to mention and let the world know that when Ali and I were figuring out the whole show, how we're going to do this, I had a side conversation with Aniqa, and Aniqa is somebody, all of you fans that are watching, let me tell you a little bit about this, the humility in this girl, which is why everybody in our team was always just goo gaga over her. She's always, no, this is true. And Mr. Kazmi, please correct me if I'm wrong anywhere down the line.
I'm already nodding away.
She is just thirsty to learn and to be on sets and to understand ki kya ho raha hai behind the scenes or kyun hota hai. And, when I said to her, I said, look, man, we're shooting the show or we need help. And she said to me, any kind of help, I'll be there. And I swear, she did everything from lighting to rolling kofte to cleaning. She cleaned dishes to, all of that.
She had to move logs, man. She's super strong also.
She got some muscles there. But Aniqa, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I've never publicly thanked you, and I know we've done it, done this on messages and whatnot. But thank you for that. And if you can just share a little bit of your overall experience, and maybe the one thing that you learned and that you could give to other, upcoming actors that say, "Nahi, main to sirf acting karta hu," ya sirf main acting karti hu, what's that one thing that you learned, and that you would like to share?
I mean, I know it's tough because I'm sure you learned so many things, but
Of course, in the company of of course. No, but seriously, actually, people who enjoy being in front of the camera, I think it's important to know what goes behind it and the effort that goes behind it, not only to understand the work that gets put in, but also to get a different perspective on your own performance and what you're going to look like. So you have to be open to wearing different hats on the set. Like for me, I was initially supposed to be a guest, and then you're like, how do you feel about, you know, helping on set as well? I was like, I'm there. You know, I want to learn. You have to be open to different experiences. And yeah, I think things that happen, no matter, I think I'm going to go off on a tangent, but humility is probably one of the most important things for a person's success. And I think you guys agree with that, right? You need to be open. That's the number one thing. And one thing I learned.
Out in the open, the saying.
But.
Wow.
Oh. What did I learn? I learned a lot of things. But I think the main thing that I learned was that you can make a show with 10 episodes in a span of 5 days.
Huge lesson.
Yeah.
So basically, when somebody will say to you, "Yaar, ye to bilkul impossible hai," you'll be like, "Well,
exactly.
Not really."
Exactly. I was like, that's a bit ambitious, okay? You know, like 10 cooking shows outside, 10 episodes in 5 days. That was an amazing feat, and we had fun during the whole thing. It's not like we were stressing like crazy. We had a great time.
So true. Thank you. You know, I've always said that the vibe on the show translates into on screen. And I think that's what happened on the show. Whatever we were, however we were, and I remember saying that at the rap party, which you were not at. The rap day, rap party. Hey, listen, you made choices. Let's not get started with the choices. Ali, straight to you. When I came to you with the concept of the show, you immediately made it yours. And I want to ask you, Kay, what was the secret behind you making this show successful? And what's that one thing you said, Ke ye hi hoga, and this is, no matter what, this is what I'm going to bring to this production?
I think the first choice was the magic of doing it outside. I think that's something that's not done, especially in South Asian cooking shows, because like, nahi yaar, we have to be where the kadai is, we have to be inside, and that's got to be like a whole ritual that happens inside around the kitchen where everybody comes and sees. What's nice is we did it outside, we did it, and what I think the main choice was to have a vibe which is friendly and which is really alive. It doesn't have to be, slow or boring or long because it's a cooking show. I think the whole vibe of the show, from the recipes that are easy to make, that I think a lot of men that are afraid to go in the kitchen. That was the thing that Roop and I really wanted to happen, because we're dads and we're in the kitchen, and we're doing stuff, and yet we work and we do a lot of other things. So I don't think it's इसमें कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, और काफी जल्दी भी हो जाता है. So I think that was Roop's magic, actually, to find these interesting recipes to go along with Kashmir and to create these amazing menus that you can make easily, that anybody can make. And also, I think our guests really, really went above and beyond my expectations, man. I mean, everybody that came, just the shows got better and better. And I was like, oh, that's going to be the best show. And I was like, no, wait, no, that's going to be the best show.
Huh.
And then at the end of the day, I think we ended up with with a good season. So let's see. Dekhte kya hota hai.
Absolutely. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. Aniqa's got to go to an apartment. And
yes. Please, can we talk about that?
Yes. Yeah.
Before we go, however, a big shout out to Kashmir, who gave us this opportunity to just go and be creative and trusted us. You know what I mean? They just trusted us with this. They didn't really ask for much. They just asked us to be, cool, make this different, make it fun, and we did. So shout out to you guys, everyone who's watching Ali and Aniqa's show for Out in the Open is released tomorrow on YouTube. Please look out for the links. You guys follow them both. They'll have their swipe up links ready for you. To the both of you, I love you both. Thank you so much for being here. And if there's any parting words, the stage is yours.
There's someone asking for the name of the show. The name of the show is Out in the Open with Roop. You can catch it on Kashmir's YouTube channel. And it's coming out. The first episode is coming out tomorrow. You can already go check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. It's on our Instagram pages too. And please, Aniqa, anything else?
Aniqa, close us out.
Yeah, to the boys watching, get in the kitchen. We have two amazing guys here who are also great at cooking, so it's about time you get in the kitchen.
Listen, I wake up in the kitchen, I go to sleep in the kitchen, all right?